I'm going to show you how to make the best spaghetti with meat sauce. This homemade spaghetti is loaded with rich ground beef sauce, finished with cheese and fresh herbs. If you love spaghetti bolognese, pasta dishes and easy family meals, then this spaghetti recipe is guaranteed to become a new favorite. Without further ado, let's get started. Hello, Chef presents. Alright, first of all, we're gonna thinly slice the onions. I'm also going to use some of this spring onion. Finely chop this. Of course, we're going to use some of the tomatoes. Again, thinly slice them just so they can easily blend into our sauce, yeah? If you don't have fresh tomatoes, you could use canned tomatoes instead. Now, if you like a bit of kick to your pasta, you could throw in some of the green chilies. Alright, so we got everything ready. We got the onions, tomatoes, some of the ginger garlic paste as well we're gonna use. Here we've got some of the tomato paste. We're gonna deglaze with some of the light soy sauce. Here we got our green chilies, and I'm also gonna use this fresh coriander just to add a bit more flavor. Now for the beef mince, I'm using 80-20. This is the chuck part. For the spices, I've got here black pepper, some of the red chilies, smoked paprika, salt, and some of the red pepper flakes as well. Alright, let's get cooking. Grab yourself a pan. The heat is around medium. First, I'm going with some of the butter. Just a light touch of oil, just to ensure the butter won't burn. Remember, you got some fat in the beef as well, so that's gonna render out. First, I'm going with the beef. If you notice, I'm pressing the beef down. I want to get a proper sear on that beef. Just gonna sear it from both sides, and then we're gonna break it down. Always maintain the heat, turn it up if needed. Alright, that's exactly what I'm looking for. So yeah, we're just gonna let it brown 2 minutes or so. And the beef is at room temperature, so it was taken out from the fridge at least 30 minutes. Something for you to bear in mind. Alright, so that's how we're looking. It's been around 2.5 minutes. Just gonna turn it. You can see we got a bit of the brown, exactly what I'm looking for. Turn it around and do the same from the other side, yeah? This is where the flavor is. Look at that. Brown it for additional 2 minutes. And now you want to remove the beef, and we're gonna throw it back later. Going with our onions. I'm looking for nice golden brown color on those onions. Just gonna leave it covered for a few minutes just to soften up those onions as well. Let's check this. If anything you start to get too brown, you can throw in light touch of water. Going with our ginger garlic paste. Now we're just gonna cook that down as well. Cook the rawness of that paste. The raw smell of that garlic. Give this around 2 minutes or so. Some of the green chili if you like. Going with our tomatoes and our tomato paste. Oh, beautiful. Smells absolutely delicious, you know. Now we need to soften up those tomatoes. We need to turn everything into a nice mixture. Oh, it's one of the best spaghetti that you guys are gonna try. Trust me. And what you need to do now is cover it, give it 3 to 4 minutes. Turn the heat around low medium, yeah? Let's check this. You can see everything has come together beautifully. All the mixture is nice and soft now. But we still need to cook this for a bit, yeah? After you uncover it, send the heat back to medium and let's fry this mixture for around 2-3 minutes, yeah? You know, if you're looking for the best pasta recipe, you need to follow these instructions. You can't throw everything in and expect your food to be delicious. You see, if I had the beef in here, I wouldn't be able to cook this properly. You know, I'm looking for a bit of a taste on this. Going with our spices. Light touch of water. And now we want to cook the rawness of those spices. Additional minute or so, and then we can throw in the beef. If you can still taste the rawness of the spices, then you need to cook this a bit more until you see the butter or the oil start to separate, yeah? Going with our beef. A really good mix of that. Combine everything properly. And we're gonna start to break down the beef. If it helps, use this. Fry this up properly for additional 3 to 4 minutes. Deglaze with a light touch of light soy sauce. It's gonna add a bit more umami flavor as well. Look at that. Absolutely delicious. Oh, so this is looking great. Now we're gonna throw in the water. And now I'm also gonna throw in the whole coriander. Good pinch of sugar just to balance everything, mainly the acidity. Also go ahead some of the dried chives. Now we want to cook this for at least 25 to 30 minutes. And we want the sauce to reduce. Everything needs to come together beautifully, yeah? Heat is gonna stay around medium and we're gonna leave this covered. So it's been around 30 minutes, let's check this. And of course I was checking in between. I can see the sauce has been beautifully reduced. Exactly what I'm looking for. Now you just want to turn off the heat and get rid of the coriander stems. You can have a little bit of taste and adjust anything if you need to. I'm going with a light touch of coriander and cumin. You can see the sauce is so nice and rich. Perfect consistency. Now we need to cook the pasta. In boiling water, add a good touch of salt. Now make sure not to add too much salt because if you're using cheese, there's gonna be salt in that as well. And in that we're gonna throw in the pasta. You can use spaghetti or bucatini. Bucatini is a bit better, you know, it's got this cylindrical shape where the sauce will go through, you know, so it will give you a bit more better flavor, I would say. You want to cook your spaghetti until it's al dente, meaning it still has a bite to it. Just follow the package instructions, yeah? You want to use around 100-120 grams of pasta per person. Now if you're making this recipe for your family, this sauce is enough for around 5 people, so you can roughly use around 400 to 500 grams of pasta. First I'm just gonna add some of our sauce into this pan. Use more or less depending on your liking, you know. No one's gonna stop you here. A little bit of the cheese if you like. And of course you can just mellow down the flavor with a little bit of the cream as well, yeah? Some of the pasta water. Just gonna bring everything together. You can use a bit of more of the cumin, coriander if you like. Some of the black pepper. Alright, so once your pasta is nice and al dente, I'm gonna start adding it straight into our sauce. Don't throw the pasta water away. You might need to use it now and then. Make sure to mix it nice and slow. Don't try to break the pasta. You want to emulsify everything nice and good. Sauce should coat the pasta evenly. A little bit of the pasta water. Oh, that looks amazing. We're ready to plate this up. Honestly, this is one of the best spaghetti recipe that you guys gonna try. First, I'm just going with our pasta onto the plate. And then we're going with our leftover sauce on top. If you like spaghetti meatballs, you know, spaghetti bolognese, then you definitely need to try this version. Throw in a bit more cheese if you like. Garnish with some of the fresh coriander, you know, if you like some chilies, you know, throw those in. This is the only ground beef pasta that you need to try. Our delicious spaghetti with meat sauce, done. Alright guys, let's try our spaghetti with meat sauce. Looks so delicious, and you know what? It smells absolutely beautiful. Oh, first, just look at that. I added some more cheese on top. Bismillah. Wow, so mouth-watering, trust me. One of the best spaghetti ever. Honestly, I'm lost for words. This is so good. Once I take a bite, I can't stop eating it, you know. This is one of the best pasta recipe ever. The spices, the sauce are perfectly balanced. Wow. The only pasta recipe that you need for meat sauce, you know. Make this for your kids, for your wife. Everyone's gonna love this. Bismillah. The sauce is so nice and rich. Coats the pasta perfectly. This is so much better than bolognese. I really hope you guys will enjoy this recipe with your family and friends. Please do me a favor and get this video to 5,000 likes. I would really appreciate it. Thank you. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to like. Inshallah, see you next time. Until then, salam. Make for your mom. Make for your dad. Make for your family. Enjoy.